Y'all know we keep it fair around here. You know, once I come across something, I feel like we got to share it, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, BRICC said something on this joint. Hold on. But it ain't nothing, like I said, we ain't never talked about. Y'all know how it go.
How did you enjoy yourselves at the Off the Back X4 Adam 22 collab video shoot that we did here? That it's not out yet. We didn't put the vlog out yet, but apparently I'm on this new X4 tape, which I'm pretty excited about. It was fun. It was an interesting scenario. You and four extras went off into the corner, had a nice little hour-long conversation.
It was an hour?
Maybe 40 minutes.
A lengthy politic.
Yeah. Nobody had the nerve to walk in on it. Everybody just let you guys.
We was politicking on Munchie C.
Oh.
Nah, Munchie B.
Really?
Yeah, well, it comes a point where this is...
So as far as context goes, y'all know 4 extra. Vernon Ave, 40 Crib. Y'all know how 4 extra coming. He said he ain't doing sit down with no enemies, and he ain't doing no podcast and all that. Basically he on like a, you know what I'm saying, opposite op. I ain't doing no talking with you, I ain't doing no rapping with you. That's that on that. So that's what they touching on.
You figured out the world know what that answer is. It's gonna turn into a motherfucking squabble. Cause at the end of the day, you still active, just like the next person is still active. Now, I'm not calling whoever they want to do up here not active, but on the dead homies, I'm active. And I'm from Vernon Avenue Crip on Neighborhood Crip. I'm not about to get up here and show my little homies like it's cool, talk to enemies, to be on TV to get some lights or to get some things. I'm not doing that. And I want to say one thing too on here.
And I had seen this where it say, first and foremost, 06 up. Round of applause for the who leave from Burbank and go to their hood every day. Let's just do that. I don't know who we was talking about when he said, don't go to that. I'm in my hood every day. I just don't up cameras. I don't know who can't go to their hood. So
you live all the way up there.
But I'm still over there every day.
Really?
Why I'm still up? Cause my whole family over there.
Okay.
So it's by default. I can't leave my hood. My whole family lives there. If I go to my auntie house, my mama's house, I'm on the block.
Okay.
Not my mom, but if I go to my auntie, if I go anywhere over there, I'm on the block. But at the end of the day, I just felt, because he was trying to tell me about that shit when we was right there, but I didn't know he shot a low blow, and everybody was like, oh, like, bro, we was over there chopping it up. My content is my content. If I want to have a conversation with an op, because we done made it there in life to where we can have that conversation.
Because he's not really there.
Exactly.
He's not talking to anybody from Inglewood. He's not talking to any Hoovers.
But you
on camera. He probably could kind of do it off camera a little bit, but not on camera.
That's not cool, because that's not being yourself. If you could do it on the tier, if you could do it in jail where we supposed to really be smashing each other, if it's a respect line right there, what's the difference between going to get your money and doing it? So you'll do it in jail for free, but when it come to go get in the bag and talking to an enemy and all that and coming to an understanding you can't do it on camera to get your money, you gotta stop.
See, and that's the point right there where, in my precise voice, they be wanting to move the goalposts. So like you said, okay, in jail, it's gonna be a respect thing. Hey, where you from? Where you from? All right, let's get down. Once we get down, all right, respect. Now we gonna politic and move around, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be what it is. So again, even on the street, if you feel like, I'm saying, if it's that, you know what I'm saying? I'm from this hood. Okay, it's a real popular dude from another hood, but our hood's into it just like that. Hey, gang, look. Come do this interview. We gonna sit down, but we gonna get down in the back. Either we can do it before the interview or we can do it after. You know what I'm saying? Preferably before, so we can, you know, somebody get busted up or whatever case, we can wear our wounds while we doing the interview. And then, you know, that's how we politic it. Hey, we got down on some respectful. You know what I'm saying? Now we doing the interview. You know what I'm saying? We push the issue. We push that line, so ain't nobody going out like no sucker. Can't nobody feel like, you know, but at the end of the day, it's really pointless. Because again, if you in jail and you pretty much, if it's black with black against whoever the real enemy or op is, then again, it should be like that all the time. But like I said, when it comes to that type of stuff, it's the goalposts get moved a lot. That's why, again, when it comes to gang banging, that's why in certain cities and areas, certain sets don't even beef with certain sets, and actual certain sets that beef and got like real bad beef in like California or the homelands, they look at it like it's crazy when they go somewhere else. Like, y'all cool with them? Like back home, we can't see each other. But somewhere else in another city, it's like, oh man, them our homies. So it's kind of like it just become a cluster, and it just don't make no sense because at the end of the day, if it's supposed to be black, then it shouldn't be none of it going on anyway. All right, we got into it, squabble, jack, whatever word you use, hit, and then that's it. All right, let's move on.
Thinking like that.
Well, did you have to learn that for yourself at some point, or did you?
I didn't know. No, 1 + 1 = 2 to me. If we ain't shot at each other in the past, whatever, we ain't killed each other yet. Obviously, we not as oppy as we thought we would. Because I know some niggas.
And a lot of the beef be inherited anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, no different. You grow up, hey, we don't like them. You know what I'm saying? This happened. Like, if you was a baby back when folks were getting into it, of course, you're not gonna know unless somebody puts you on game. We into it with them. We don't like this. We don't like that. We don't rock with this. We don't wear that. Like, you have to be put on game to even be a part of that.
That I really hate, and the either got up with them or they got up with me. You get what I'm saying? So that there, if we ain't got up with each other in the 20 years that we've been gangbanging, check it out. We can sit down and holler, bro.
I thought that he was referencing you, but then I saw a lot of comments too that felt as if he was alluding to ODM sitting back on Fig, which I don't necessarily know. It might have been a little bit.
Yeah, but I just was clearing the air. We talked over there about it, but it's like, listen, if somebody say, if you in an interview and you know you talk about your homeboy, right, and they give their story and you wasn't there, you gotta let them say what they say, and because you're interviewing that person. It's not your interview. It's not for you to argue it. They put it out there. It comes out. You see it. You was there. You come reply to it. I think that's the purpose of content. That's how you keep the circles going, right? Yeah. I'm not about to sit here and defend no that don't defend me. Period. You think I'm finna talk extra for the homies? No. Tell you that now too. No, I'm not. I'm not about to talk extra for y'all. Y'all figure it out. Y'all hear what he got to say, because then it's like I'm Captain Table. Oh, he didn't do that. Oh, my homie wouldn't do that. You don't know, these do all type of weird shit. I'm not about to be the first. I'm not talking about Folation. I'm just talking about in general. I'm not about to be the who's so in love with my homeboy that I don't believe that I was right there when it happened.
Right. Well, because Munchie didn't say anything. Did Munchie say something specifically about Extra that got him upset? When you sat down with him?
All of it. He just didn't like the fact that I was talking to an Inglewood family.
Period.
You get what I'm saying? I get over
period.
that. Yeah. Period. Like, some people gonna sit up here and get on there with their ops. Well, listen, as a black man, we can go all the way back and forth. Ain't none of us supposed to be up here telling our business then, because our biggest ops own this mother.
So what he's saying, by heritage, by bloodline, alliance, if we going off having real ops, we shouldn't be talking to Sweeney. Should be kicked out the clan. Mars should be kicked out. Who else? I can't. Can we name too many? I don't know. Any fan that come in that's white, we shouldn't be talking to them. They should be kicked out. Mod snap. So if we really going off ops, if we really going, you know what I'm saying? Then again, in my precise voice, that goalpost show get moved. Let's not move the goalpost. In my best precise voice, what's going on? You can't do that. So if you're gonna be, you gotta be like that all the way around the board. You can't do it in jail. You can't do it on the street. If that's the attitude you're gonna have, you can't do it nowhere. Or at that point, it makes you a hypocrite. If I ain't talking to you on a podcast, I ain't talking to you on the street, I ain't talking to you in jail, I ain't talking to you in the courtroom, I ain't talking to you nowhere. But you, like I said, at that point, you can't talk to no op. You can't talk to no white person. Anybody that's ever wronged us, as far as they go, you can't talk to nobody. If that's what we gonna go off of. Again, that's why it started not making sense.
If you want to be technical, so we not about to start all of that. Like, hopefully you grow into an area where you can do with ops, because you signed, you with what's the dude's name that does the gang intervention? Skip Townsend.
Yeah.
That's a blood from Rolling 20s. Our ops. Y'all figured it out on the streets in order for him to employ you. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's stop being so super tough for the camera and get your money.
That's one of the most threatening names ever if you think about it. Skip Townsend.
Skip Townsend.
You better Skip Townsend.
Dude, I was just watching a Jubilee video of like Bloods and Crips talking about if they could get along. It's like 5 years old, and I just ended up randomly watching it, and it was interesting because it's like everybody they had there was not on some tripping. So it's like it would have been so much more interesting if you had dudes on it who were like actually like consumed with this, you know,
19-year-old kids that are in the thick of it. But not.
I don't think that Bloods and Crips can't get along. I feel like it's beyond Blood and Crip.
It's the move
around each other, and then certain Crips and Crips can't be around certain Bloods and Bloods. That's it. The streets just up.
I was just watching Colors for the first time, as I told you guys, and
it's to evolve into something totally different than what it originally. Like I said again, to where it's becoming like, okay, our hood is into it with another hood. Okay, but this hood is a Crip card, or this hood is a Blood card, or this hood is another Crip card. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be based on affiliation at that point, but it's still a hood versus hood, or still a street versus street. We into it with the folks that's 2 streets over, but they all Crips, or they all Bloods, or they all whatever they is. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. They don't bang. It's just 2 hoods into it, or it's 2 hoods that's mixed up of a whole lot. It's a hood full of GD, BD, Blood, you know what I'm saying? It's just all of it mixed up in one hood, and then you got a whole nother hood that's mixed up with all of them, and then the 2 hoods into it. So it just like it just got to stop one day, man. That's just point blank period. That's just bottom line. From where we originally come from, it shouldn't be going on anyway. As far as this goes, this skin here we in. But like I said, that's a whole nother conversation.
that's like, it's pretty funny watching it because it is 100% like the Bloods hate the Crips and they want to kill each other, and that's it. That's the whole deal.
That's where gangbanging was at in the 80s.
I think it came out. Yeah. My favorite scene in it was this moment where dudes all get locked up, and it's like there's a big gate between them, but it's all the Bloods and all the Crips, and they just are like trying to get at each other through this big gate, and they're all wearing their street clothes. So one side's wearing all red, and one side's wearing all blue, and they're just going to war with each other. Also, like, I can't imagine that
you see how fascinated he getting when he's talking about like this
in that movie. Like
I want to say sucker is used quite a bit.
A lot of sucker talk. Yeah.
But you gotta think, I'm gonna get you sucker. Sucker Giant Turkey was in it right there.
Yeah, that's funny as that movie is wild.
This was
yeah, man. So like I said, y'all know we gotta get it together, man. I mean, it's way better than what it was, but again, it's still like, when you talking about that goalposts, like I said, it's a whole lot of the moving that be going on. I'ma do it like Dolph did, Grip Star, fuck a deal.
Let's go on the mixtape, yo.
First off, one time to BOKC. Any nigga got beef with y'all, then that nigga got beef with me. We grew up the hard way. Don't believe in magic, but look up the hard way. We grew up on Parkway, where you can get hit in your shit in a broad day. And fuck what the law say. And fuck what a nigga that's starting their shit say. And fuck what a nigga that's talking about niggas and bitches that's not on their shit say.